playoffs start a week early for a pair of Class 2A District 1 teams. Okoboji hosts Sioux Center this week in a win-and-you're-in affair. The Pioneers dropped a 23-20 decision at Cherokee last week. Turnovers told the story.
Yeah, tight game, and like they say in those close games, it usually comes down to turnovers, and it certainly did for us. We put the ball on the ground a couple times, and they picked it up, which is uncharacteristic of our team. We've only had one fumble before that game, so we were disappointed with that, and then they fumbled it a few times, and it seemed to bounce right back to them. So a little bit of bad luck and poor execution on our part, and just a couple plays kept us from winning that game over at Cherokee.
This week, Okoboji is playing for a spot in the Iowa High School playoffs. Coach Allen said it's an unlikely storyline entering Week 9.
This is a really exciting game for us. You know, a couple years ago, even last year, who'd have thought we'd been playing Sioux Center last game to get into the playoffs. So, and you know, it's a matchup that we like. We think their strength is passing. Our strength is protecting against the pass. We're excited about this matchup. We're excited about this game. Our kids are really fired up. This is going to be a fun one on Friday night.
The outside run game and ability to move the ball through the air are a couple strengths for the Okoboji offense.
Well, we've done a good job running on the perimeter, and it looks like they give up some yards to Central Lyon doing that. So hopefully we can exploit that a little bit. Of course, Noah's a tough runner. He can run in the middle, too. So Matt's getting better and better at quarterback, and we have some dangerous weapons on the outside in our receiving core with Brandon Svoboda, Alex Heller, Jake Dodge, just some kids that are able to catch the ball and get yards after catches as well.
Defensively, Coach Allen has concerns about slowing down Sioux Center quarterback O'Keefe, but he believes his team can manage the threat.
And we've struggled at times with a running quarterback, and certainly O'Keefe is a good running quarterback too. He reminds me of like the Spirit Lake quarterback, or even Riley Van Wy when he played quarterback when Pete Menage was out for Central Lyon. So we're going to have to make sure we contain him, especially because they run a little bit of zone read, inside zone read, where the quarterback will read the D end and then decide whether to go or not. So we're going to put together a defense to account for that, and hopefully be able to stop that running game and allow our athletes on the outside to maybe make a pick or two.
So far, preparations have been a little more enthusiastic as the Pioneers ready themselves for this matchup.
A lot of energy. The kids are really excited to be at this place in the season. The past couple years it's been where, you know, it's our last game. We're out of the playoffs, just playing for pride. Now it's a whole different ball game, a whole different feel. It's really exciting. The kids know that they're a good team now and a good district, and they're competitive with these good teams. It's just really an exciting time to be a Pioneer.
Discover a satisfying future at AgroPure, the cheese people in Hull, Iowa. You'll find great wages, excellent benefits, and a friendly team environment. The processor of 15 great cheeses, AgroPure, has a future for you. Apply online at the address on your screen.
Sioux Center lost to Central Lyon George Little Rock a week ago in a 32-20 setback. The Warriors had a few early opportunities slip past without producing any first-half points, which gave the Lions all the breathing room they needed.
Yeah, you know, Central Lyon, credit them. They really stuck it to us there in the second half. They had a trick play and scored, and I really thought Pete Menage, CJ Roth did a great job of really taking over the second half and staying one step ahead of us.
The Warriors, who made it all the way to the Unidome each of the last 2 seasons and returned just 2 starters from last year, like the situation they're in this week.
Huge game. It's our kids' goal to be in the playoffs. Really have battled in our losses to our 3 opponents. We've really battled to really close margins and feel like we've been right there, but unfortunately, you know, we just haven't executed. So for us just to get in would be huge, and we just got to understand from this point on it's all about the game in front of us. You know, for our kids, it's all about getting back to the playoffs and doing some things within the playoffs, and, you know, it's a battle for that 4th spot, and as everybody knows, our district's really tough, and really when the 4 teams come out of our district, it's a battle for whoever gets to and draws us.
Coach Ben Regenmorter said his defense needs to be prepared for the athleticism of the Pioneers' passing game.
You know, I think that Okoboji is one of the most athletic teams in the district. Just the cast of characters they have at receiver, They're running back and quarterback, very good athletes, can expose you in a lot of different ways, especially with the pass. So we're going to have to do a great job of stopping that. It's been our Achilles heel a lot this year, so we've worked pretty hard on that this week.
Offensively, the Warriors are focused on mixing it up and controlling the football.
Yeah, our offense is basically we need to do a good job of mixing and matching and making sure we keep Okoboji off balance. Totally goes down to winning the time of possession and making sure we're not giving the ball away and executing down in the red zone.
Everything comes to a head in Week 9 for area football teams. Western Christian has a chance to win its first district title as the Wolfpack host Ridgeview. West Sioux hopes to put the finishing touches on a perfect regular season as the Falcons head to Alta Aurelia. Boyden Hall Rock Valley travels to Denison Schleswig. The Nighthawks are seeking their third straight victory. West Lyon hosts Hartley Melvin Sanborn. The Wildcats are looking for a positive result as they prepare for a playoff run. Spirit Lake takes its unbeaten record on the road to MOC Floyd Valley. The Dutch will not qualify for the playoffs regardless of result. Unity Christian could play the role of spoiler at Hinton as the Blackhawks have a shot at winning the district with a little help. Central Lyon George Little Rock is peaking at the right time and enters its contest against Sheldon with a 3-game winning streak. Galen Catholic will see its season come to a close at Lawton Bronson. South O'Brien hosts Akron Westfield in its home finale. The Wolverines aren't playing for a playoff spot, but they are hoping to end the year on a high note. Sibley Cheaton finishes its season out of district play as the Generals host Cherokee. Pick up Saturday's Northwest Iowa Review for